Everything is a distraction. Everything in your life is a distraction, and it is the greatest expense that you don't even know that you're paying. Distractions look and feel like things that you're supposed to be doing. Distractions look and feel like dopamine and feeling good and spending time with friends and family. Distractions look and feel like you're making progress. Distractions look and feel like what everybody else is doing in this world. Distractions are the things that everybody else in this world is doing, but they are not meant for you. Distractions are pulling you away from your dreams and your goals and the things that you're meant to be doing, and they are costing you your future. Distractions are the biggest expense to your future that you don't even know that you're paying. Even the life that you're living right now and the things that you're doing every single day are distracting you from creating your future self and creating your future life. Distractions are the reason that we never face our emotions, we never face ourselves, and we become stuck in a loop, living the same day over and over and over again. Today, I'm gonna expose some of the most common distractions that you face and you participate in every single day. And I'm gonna use my experience to unearth that, bring them to the forefront, and allow you to break free and move forward with confidence and determination at not being distracted and focusing on accomplishing everything that you've ever wanted to. If you're new here, my name is Cassidy Warren. This is the For Your Own Good podcast, or if you're watching on YouTube, this is just my YouTube channel. Welcome. It is my mission to create freedom for over 1 million people, financial freedom, time freedom, and I want people to live their best life. I believe that most of us are living by default and not by design. And so this episode is meant to help you create a life that you're designing for yourself. And this is one of those ways, is by eliminating distractions. First, you have to see those distractions and understand that everything is a distraction if it is not in pursuit of your goal and your dream. If the thing that you're doing is not in direct pursuit of your goal and your dream and your vision, it is a distraction. It is taking time and energy away from the thing that you're meant to be doing. I debated titling this episode Charlie Kirk because I knew it would grab your attention and it would make you click. As sad as it is for what happened to Charlie, ultimately, it is still a distraction away from you and your life and what you're meant to be doing. Take what you can from it, but understand that politics and the news and the media are solely meant to distract you and get you in line with whatever vision and whatever mission they're on, to keep you watching, to keep you clicking, to keep you engaged, to keep you distracted and not in your power. Politics and media want to be in power. That is their sole purpose. We think it's to create laws and govern and all that. They are meant to keep themselves in power so that they continue to make money. And the way that they do that is by taking your attention. Your attention is the new currency. You are spending your attention on things that you cannot control, which is causing additional emotions and anger and frustration and division. And it is 100% distracting you from your ultimate purpose, your ultimate passion, and your ultimate dream life. Count how many hours a day you are spending talking to other people, texting other people, scrolling Reddit, scrolling the news, watching Fox News, watching CNN. As sad as it is and as important as you might think it is, these are distractions. I have all but eliminated politics from my life. I have all but eliminated media from my life. My emotional state has turned to the positive. My focus on myself and my loved ones and my goals and my outcomes is a complete 180 as soon as I made the decision to stop paying attention to politics. I'm not 100% there. I know what goes on. I see things, but I cannot and I will not allow my emotional state and my time and my energy to be sucked into the distraction that is the media machine. Do you believe that you're stronger and you're mentally stronger than multi-billion-dollar corporations that are solely designed to keep you sucked into their media? The 24-hour news cycle, the tragedies, the sadness, the anger, the frustration, the finger pointing. Everything is meant to trigger an emotion in you, and that is a distraction. You are spending so much time and energy feeling the emotions of anger and frustration at other people that you've never even met, at things that you can't control, and you spend your day wasting your day frustrated and angry and annoyed and sad, when all you need to do is just focus on yourself and not spend time in the negative energy spiral. And let's talk about scrolling. Let's talk about our phones. I grew up in an age where phones didn't really exist until I was in high school, and then smartphones didn't come around until I was in college. There was no scrolling. There was no TikTok. There was no Instagram. There was no Reddit. There was no constant dopamine hits with your thumb on the trigger of the gun, just flipping, trying to get that next hit, because you're distracting yourself from facing your life and facing your emotions. I believe that we are sucked into our phones because they are digitally designed to trigger chemicals in our brains that keep us sucked in. We know this, and yet we still go to them and we still scroll. We scroll for hours. And what do we remember? What do we learn? Nothing. We might share some funny clips with our friends, and I think that's great if you're connecting, but ultimately the algorithm is literally watching your eyes. The algorithm and the phones are watching your eyes, watching your facial expressions to trigger emotions in you to keep you sucked into the phone and continue scrolling. The blue light, the light that emits from our phones, is keeping you sucked onto the screen. It is literally distracting you and taking you away from your families. You might even be watching this or listening to this, sitting next to your family on the couch or in the car while you're all on your phones, not paying attention to each other. Is that the life that you want to live? Is that the person that you want to be? Is that the husband? Is that the father? Is that the mother? Is that the wife that you want to be? No, I know it's not. But you're in your phone looking at garbage, avoiding your true potential, avoiding feeling the emotions and facing your life. I believe we are at a point in society where we believe we were promised something. Millennials are the poorest generation in the history of the world. We have 10 times less wealth than baby boomers at the same period in time. Whether that's our fault or not, that doesn't matter. But I believe that we were promised something. Go to school, get a degree, get a $100,000 salary, get promotions. You'll be able to buy the house, have the family, live where you want. And now we are not there. As a generation, millennials, we did not make it, and we do not feel like we got what we were promised. I'm not making an excuse. I made something for myself. I created something for myself. But I believe that the phones are distracting us from facing what we don't have and facing the feelings that we have about our own lives. Drinking, gambling, smoking, going out, scrolling on the phone. These are all ways that we distract ourselves from feeling what it feels like to not be satisfied with where we are in life. Just because millennials are the poorest generation in the history of the world does not mean that you are not able to go live your true purpose. But everything is against you in this world, trying to distract you, trying to capture your attention. Attention is the new currency, and you are spending it on things that are sucking your energy. You are spending your money on energy-sucking activities that are not returning your investment on energy, money, and time. These distractions are an expense. These distractions are costing you time, money, and energy. And life is short. I'm 39 years old. I got maybe 30 years left. And I'm gonna do everything I can to not be distracted, to stay focused, to live the biggest, most expansive life that I can. And I'm gonna do it in the face of fear. I'm gonna do it in the face of resistance, self-doubt, all of the limiting beliefs that I have. But I'm not gonna be distracted anymore. And you're not gonna be distracted anymore. You know what you're supposed to be doing. And if you don't, I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you're here because I will tell you, this stuff is simple. It's not easy because everything is trying to distract you and keep you away from your true purpose. Because everybody wants to capture your attention and they want to sell you something and they want to evoke emotions in you that keep you distracted from your true purpose. And you've been distracted for way too long. You've been giving your attention away for decades. You've been giving yourself to your career for decades. You've been giving yourself away to your bad habits for decades. Your current reality is a result of you allowing these distractions to take over your life. Look at your body, look at your mind, look at your house, look at your car. Look inside of you at how you feel about yourself. That is a result of all the distractions that have been stealing your attention. You have been paying the price by giving away your life to these distractions. You are giving your life away. You are giving your life away to TikTok and Instagram and Barstool and Fox News and CNN. You're giving your life away to gossip. You're giving your life away to people that don't care about you. You are giving your life away to everybody at your office, everybody at your work. You barely know these people and you spend 40, 50, 60 hours a week with them. That's less time than you spend with your family. You spend more time with people you don't like than with yourself and with your spouse and with your kids and with your mom and your dad. You are distracting yourself from what you know you should be doing, and you've been doing it for way too long, decades. If you're 25, you've still been distracted for a decade. If you're 30, decades. If you're 40, decades. If you're 60, decades you've been giving away your attention and your energy. Every minute you spend on that phone scrolling, every extra beer that you drink, every hour that you stay out way too late, every person that you talk shit about, every news article that you read that gets you upset, that is literally stealing minutes, hours, days from your future self. What would your younger self think about you today? Would they look at you sitting on the couch scrolling, overweight, unhappy, unsatisfied, and say, "I'm proud of you"? Or would they say, "What the hell happened to you? Why did you let all these people change your mind? Why did you let all these people tell you what to do? Why did you let all these outside influences distract you from who you're meant to be?" But I know you. I know you are meant for more. I know you love yourself. I know you are still that young child who has fun and plays and creates and just wants to go hang out with friends and go make something of himself. I know you. I know you can change. I know you can literally stop doing everything that you're doing today and start doing the things that mean something to you tomorrow. These distractions have eroded your self-confidence. They've eroded your ability to speak up for yourself. They've eroded your ability to feel joy and happiness and even understand what it means to go do things for yourself anymore. You are letting others dictate your life and distract you from the love that you can give to the world and the love that you can give to yourself. And I know that sounds a little bit woo-woo, but I am telling you, you are meant to give your love and joy to the world, but it has to start with you first. You are living, serving others to mask your own feelings about yourself. You think it's honorable the way that you are serving people or helping others or focused on others. You think by paying attention to politics and the news that you're staying up to date and you're staying informed and it's your duty. There are others that will do that. There are others who are dedicated and that is their purpose. It is not your purpose to get upset about politics every single day. Your purpose is what your younger self has always wanted you to do, but you've never done it. Your purpose is to not be distracted and to be so focused on giving yourself to the world and helping others and sharing your story. And it's not to be distracted. It's not to be scrolling. Life is too fucking short. I talk about decades that I spent drinking. I talk about decades that I spent working. I was working a shadow career. A shadow career is a career and a job that you take because you learn to be good at it, but you're avoiding the true thing that you want to be doing. You found some sort of purpose in your shadow career. You learned how to do it. The people are nice. They like you. They compliment you. They tell you what a good job you're doing. You put on the clothes, you put on the badge, you show up, you do the Zoom calls. You think you're doing it because you're getting a paycheck, you're bringing home money, you got the car, you're able to buy the house. It's a lie. I was in a consultant role for over 5 years. I started my company, which really happened by accident. I was making more money than I'd ever made. But guess what? I was only doing it for the money because I was hiding behind what I truly wanted to do. I was hiding behind the career, the shadow career, and thinking that it was temporary. But I just gave away 5 years of my life to something that I didn't love, to clients that I didn't love, just to get that monthly deposit in the account so that I could then go buy real estate. That was my justification, was I had this career, I had this shadow career, so I could go invest in real estate because that was my way out. So instead of just getting myself out, I distracted myself, I distracted my life with a shadow career that then took 5 years from my future self, where I could have been sitting here talking to you, I could have been creating content, I could have been traveling the world, I could have been living my future life so much sooner. I do not regret it. It is part of my journey. But I know so many of you that are out there right now living in your shadow career, waking up every single day, thinking that you're doing the right thing. And men and husbands, I'm talking to you. I know you wake up every single day. You get out of bed, you put your feet on the ground, You get ready to go to work. You're resolved to take care of this family. You're resolved to be the provider. You know you don't like it. You know you don't like the people. You don't love the work, but you have resolved to go and do it because it is your duty. It is your responsibility as a provider. I know it. I feel it. It does not mean it's your purpose, and it does not mean that that's where you have to live your entire life. I challenge you to go talk to your wife or your husband, your spouse, and say, I'm done. I can't do this. Can you support me in not living in the shadow career anymore? I challenge you to accept support, accept help from those that you love, and start today. Your career is distracting you from living your future life. So what do? How do you stop? How do you stop being distracted? How do you stop picking up the phone? How do you stop drinking? How do you stop smoking? You have to focus on yourself. You have to become so selfish that you start pissing people off. You have to start saying no to people and events and things and the phone and activities and pastimes and habits and the pizza nights, going out for happy hours. You have to start saying no, and you have to become so selfish with your time and your energy and your resolution and your leadership. You have to become the leader. You have to give yourself permission to be the person that you want to be. You have to be the one that stands up and says, I'm not going to be distracted anymore. I'm not going to allow these things to take my time and my energy. I'm not going to allow myself to not live the life that I want to live. And you have to be the permission slip for others. You cannot wait for your wife or your husband or your kids or your mom or your dad to come and say, you need to stop fucking up. You need to stop being distracted. You need to start focusing. You have to be the one to be the leader. We are all leaders. And it's just a matter of time, if ever, when you decide to stand up and say, this is what I believe in. This is what we're doing. No more politics, no more news, no more phone, no more TV, no more shitty food. We're going to go have fun. We're going to play. We're going to create. We're going to focus. I'm going to spend time dedicated to my dreams. And I'm going to tell every toxic relationship out there, I'm not participating. I'm going to set boundaries at work. I'm going to say, I show up this time, I leave this time. Or you quit. You stand up for yourself and you have confidence in yourself that you're going to be able to achieve everything that you ever wanted to. And you do that every minute of every day. Every minute of every day is spent consciously making the decisions that are in the direction of your future self and not being distracted. When you catch yourself picking up that phone or picking up that cigarette or that vape or saying yes to go out for drinks, you literally stop and you ask yourself, what would my future self do? Is this in alignment with my future? Is this what I want to be doing? Does this serve me or is this a distraction? And then your gut, your heart, your body will tell you exactly the answer. And you already know the answer. As soon as you ask that question, you know the answer. Your body is intelligent. You pay attention to your body. You get so selfish with your time and your energy, and you start paying attention to your body. And if you've never paid attention to your body, this is a great time to start. Your chest, your heart, your neck, your head, they will tell you what is true for you. When you say yes to going out with friends and your chest tightens, that's your body telling you, you're not supposed to be doing this. This is a distraction. You know what is true for you. Your body knows. And so your life now will look like consistently showing up for yourself in good habits every single day. Going to the gym, reading, getting up early, getting work done, blocking off chunks of time that you honor. You spend 2 hours a day in the morning working on your dreams and you don't do anything else. You don't allow anyone to come in and distract you. Not even your wife, not even your husband, not even your kids. You get so selfish with your time that you have to say no to your family. You say no to your mom, your dad. Your ability to say no to all distractions when you recognize that every single thing is a distraction and that you are in control of your life because you dictate what is important to you. You dictate what is the thing that I'm most meant to be doing right now? What is my purpose? And if it's my purpose, then not even my wife coming in to distract me in the morning is worth me not doing this. It is so important, at least in this moment, in this time, as I'm building momentum, that you say no to everyone and everything that is a distraction. And you do it with love, and you do it with support, you do it with kindness, you do it with grace. You show up being the person that you've always wanted to be. This is your moment. Life is too fucking short. There is not a lot of time left. You may not see these people. You may not see your family again tomorrow. You do not know how much time you have left. You do not know how much time you have with your family. And the last thing I want you to be doing is spending your time distracted and unhappy and unhealthy with the knowledge and the knowing that you are not living your true purpose. The great thing is that as soon as you make that commitment and that decision to not be distracted, and you start taking those actions every single day, the first day, the second day, the third day, you will feel it. You will feel proud of yourself. You will feel like you can do it. You will feel like you're already living in your future life. Even if it feels so far away, it doesn't matter, because as soon as you make the decision and take the actions, you will be living in your future life today. Because you're being true to yourself. You're honoring your commitments. You're showing up for yourself. You're loving yourself. You're not allowing the distractions to come in and take your energy. Life is too short to live distracted. Stop, focus, create, become your future self today. With that, everybody, I'm Cassidy Warren. This is For Your Own Good. As always, I love you. I appreciate you. Peace.